don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
So, guys, I want to jump right into this audio that Suge Knight has released from jail. Now, for those of you who do not know, Suge Knight was the original Death Row owner. Him and Puffy just say they didn't like each other at some point in their careers. They kind of fell out. And if you guys recall, when Cassie filed that lawsuit against Diddy, she had intel that Diddy had ran out of the studio with a handgun and went after a certain um, artist. I believe she said music exec, if I'm correct. But that was Suge Knight. So Suge Knight is speaking out about the music industry and particular men involved, such as Usher, such as Diddy, Stokes, Rkelly, Russell Simmons, Harrell, and he did also mention Michael Jackson. So usually I would play like a small clip of it, but sometimes, and I believe maybe all the times, you guys will say in the comments to play the entire thing. So for this time, I did play the entire clip. It's not that long. I think it's like 23 minutes or something because he says a lot. So let's get into what Suge Knight had to say, y'all. And he had to say a lot. He had a lot of information. And for those of you that may not know where I got it from, he does have a podcast where it is, I think it's called like Collect Call, and it's recorded and he uploads it, or he has someone else to do it, which is uploaded to his podcast. So let's jump into this Collect Call audio that was released from jail from Suge Knight.
Conversations, raw and uncut, with the legendary founder of Death Row Records. He's currently serving a 28-year sentence in California State Prison. His honesty, vulnerability, and current state of mind will all be heard in this groundbreaking podcast series, featuring conversations with me and many other guests who have agreed to accept Suge's Collect Call. Suge will be putting periods to all question marks while answering everything hip-hop fans worldwide want to know. History will be made and documented in real time, each week on Collect Call with Suge Knight. Suge and I both want to hear from you, so if you have any questions or input, please be sure to contact us at Breakbeat Media, authentically hip-hop. Welcome to Collect Call with Suge Knight.
The fight. What is the fight? I was young. I was fighting to show the next person I can get what I want. I can hold my own. Sometimes, when you look at it, you might fight to win. You might be fighting for a change. The fight is real. It's good. It's bad. It's God. It's the devil. We have to walk the truth, talk the truth, become the truth. I'm a much better man than I used to be. We're not born evil. Either we taught to be evil, or we made to be evil. A lot been said, a lot been done, even on my part. Squad, they get phone calls from people I help the most, more than most anybody in this world. They put phone calls up here, try to keep me crossed up, say I shouldn't use a platform to talk, take my privileges. Nonsense. There's a person that will be the rest of his life in prison.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Still shows you people's mind can be persuaded to be against you, whatever the reason may be. The music business, people used to call it devil music because the devil used to play the harp according to the Bible and do certain things to make people relax and get their soul. I had a pleasure of knowing, of meeting, of talking to probably the best entertainers worldwide ever, Michael Jackson. Towards the end, people want to judge Michael Jackson. They never walked in his shoes. They didn't know what he was talking about. I even knew Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson had to fight hard to make his kids successful. He wanted them to sing and dance their way out together. And they did. He knew the music business is a lot of tricky, a lot of devil, drugs, alcohol, sex, men on men, women on women. So he had to play hard nose to try to protect his children from that. Barry Gordy was the first person to get the Michael Jackson ear. He knew that there was Jehovah's Witnesses. He knew that their parents would want them to celebrate Christmas and probably have certain things and want them to work hard and practice all the time. So he used the toys and celebrate different things to lure him towards him. Barry Gordy is a smart man. He had Motown, Motor City Sound. He also lived a simple life. Seeing with women, in the dark sleeping with men. So this is a man who is calling himself mentoring Michael Jackson. You pretty much know where I'm going from here. Then there was Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones walked like he was a music note. People adored him as being that musical whiz. He shared time with Michael Jackson. Certain things they taught Michael Jackson, but there are a lot of things they shouldn't have taught him. So if you taught something, you might repeat something if you taught it a bunch of times. So I don't hold that against Michael. And now, when you look at it, they introduced him to drugs. They tried to make him feel that black wasn't proud anymore. So of course, everybody knew the bleaching of the skin and the changing. But overall, for a lot of people in the world, we just love Michael Jackson. But just don't stop there. Harrell and Russell Simmons, everybody know, they might not want to say it, they know they was lovers. They participated in those types of things. And once again, a person has the right to be whatever they want to be. They'll own it. These men in the industry don't consider themselves gay. They consider themselves with mess with women, or they really don't like a woman because they beat the shit out of them, and they just believe in they having fun with each other. Somebody's been having fun with them. So when you take Harrell, Russell Simmons, Uptown, Def Jam, Freaky, Puffy did his intern and stuff for Harrell. You know the answer already. That started his journey. According to Rkelly, they was touching on him. He said that started his journey. Puffy started some journeys. It's not really a good name call, but it gotta stop. Everybody gotta say the truth. So for I won't get sued and y'all won't get sued and we don't be made the bad guy, we gotta use the word allegedly. Allegedly, they sent Usher to go do a lot of songs with Puffy. I don't think they got any songs that on that run.
brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and pause, but like we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented, we used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest songs in the world. Yo, what the did Puff just say?
Usher words was he would wake up after drinking and being drunk in the bed with Puffy. So man after man, boy after boy, they go through this. There's no punishment if they're protected by the road, the judge, the DA, the people in the industry, because they work for them. They're their slaves. Now, when you look at all of this, you're saying, okay, where do it end? It definitely don't end with Chris Stokes. Everybody's been knowing. That's always been the joke. Chris Stokes and all the boys. He got a wife. His wife knew he was fucking all the boys. We both did some songs on a group called Immature. I was having a studio called Galaxy Studio working out with Big Griffin. They came up there. Dre was going to do some songs with him. Andre was working on something with him. A lot of activity started going on, and Chris Stokes and Andre. Well, I'm not saying Andre did what he did because I wasn't there to see it. But Chris Stokes got jealous, and he removed him from the session. And they never returned back. He had record to scorn. Like somebody had his wife or something. That was his group. I used to have Jay King go to USC. But nothing. Even though he was acquitted. Reggie Bush lost his Heisman. He can't really go there. I don't know about now. I know he couldn't go there for the longest. Because some idiots say they gave him a couple of bucks. But that money didn't even come from the idiot. They were trying to blackmail Reggie Bush. But all that's been said, you can take Jimmy Iovine and Andre Young, and they can get them a building at USC. They can be racist. Andre beat the out of most every, it did more trauma to the women than anything. And they part of that hidden secret of that they not gay, but they, mess around with men. But at the same time, SC is a racist, I feel. I think it's about the Bruins right about now. Because they're not allowing that. They don't have, you don't have that many black students there. Or they don't give them the opportunities from Southern California. And on top of that, by letting these guys have their own building, and when you look at it, Trey have black kids. And last time I checked, and none of them been to college. Because nobody had to pay for them to go to college. And I ain't gonna be saying names, some of them was even strippers. At the same time, because he was taught not to really care for black people. Because his white kids, by his white wife, he made sure she went to USC and bragged about it. But far beyond all that, I think as a whole, we need to be proud of who we are. You take a lot of women and a lot of black men feel that they gotta have children outside their race because they was taught that black is not beautiful. But black been beautiful. Back in the day, they just complained about black women lips too big, they act too big, they wear cornrows. And so they try to get them to get breast protection, take that off, or their lips not to be big. Now all of a sudden, people start getting the fake lips and the fake and it's in now. But they still don't appreciate who they are. You think the Serena sisters, black is beautiful. But they're not gonna have kids by a black man because they're not happy with their hair and their skin tone. That's why you notice when you see all the pictures, everybody wanna bleach their skin or Photoshop it where they don't even look like themselves. When you see them in person, they're not the same color you see on pictures. Same thing with the king of soul. They want to call him the king of pop. It was Michael Jackson. You know, none of Michael Jackson kids. If they walked in the store somewhere, you wouldn't think they was black. So it's not about racism. We should be comfortable who we are and where we came from and where we going. So anyway, Dad, they're destroying the culture. So
Yeah,
it's like
I was gonna say,
when
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was gonna say, that's really what the.
but you did. That was just
Yeah, well, I owe you a couple of them, but that's really what hip hop is. Was the essence of hip hop was about being yourself. Like how you say, we got to get back to being ourselves. Like that, it didn't matter who you wear, what race. It's about being your truth, being true to yourself.
It was your truth, and everybody was more happier then, because you got to remember one thing: people can walk outside and go to the store, or grocery store, and 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I miss those type of that put their hair in a ponytail, or put some booty shorts on, or sweatpants on, and house shoes, and we gonna smoke on the way and go grocery shopping, right?
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning. But now, since the Photoshop and all the other stuff is so important, it takes them 3 hours to leave the house, And I believe that women is beautiful the way they are. And a man, you the man because you are. And what made the music so overwhelming all these motherfucking years because of the soul of somebody's voice. Because you know where they came from. They had soul, they had anger, they had pain, you can hear it in their verses. But if everything is auto-tuned, you can't hear it in their verses. So what they want to do with hip-hop is water it down so much to make anybody can do it. And if anybody can do it, why should it be important? If you can find water or wine on every corner, there's no value. But things make things value because it's different. And so if you go back and not picking on anybody, just, it is what it is. Even if you take an artist, say like T.I. When T.I. first came out, I liked it. He was country. You can have it whatever you like. You know what I mean? Whatever he was saying, right? Rubber Band Man, right? You can have whatever, right? But you can hear the South in it. And as time starts going on,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
you hear him talk, and he would talk proper as it gets. Like he wasn't saying that. He was saying, "Boy, they are trying to pronounce his words differently." Or Sierra, when she came out, she was that dark-skinned girl, dancing every mother wearing frowning.
They got that 7 cooking, they got them fellas looking, thinking I was easy, I can see it, that's what I say.
Right? Then all of a sudden, she lied to motherfucking, changed her nose, changed everything, and she's acting different, not the same.
It's about to get hot and heavy. Oh.
Right? What's wrong with how we are? And then when you look at it, so many women, or so many, even the men, getting all these nose jobs that it makes their head look way big. I said, wait a minute, I know her. She shouldn't have no big head. She got a big head because the nose she had is 4 or 5 sizes smaller. You know what I mean? So if you start making your nose that much smaller, it's going to make your head look bigger. So it's not matching, It was a time where they should let people know when it's cool to be black. They had a thing at the Coliseum where all these black artists, Isaac Hayes, and the list goes on. Do your research on it. They get this free concert with no violence, no nothing. But after the concert, the tax man start asking, where you get that meat coat from? Where you get that chain from? Where you get that watch from? Where that Cadillac come from? Next thing you know, they start taking all these. So we get attacked, but there's nothing wrong with getting knocked down, get back up. But we do have to come back and bring the entertainment to talent. You know one thing about Death Row Records, Death Row period. You know, when it comes to rewriting history, it's try to rewrite history. Because when you look at it,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I came up with the logo. Now, Kristen Russo had Death Row LLC, Death Row Records, basically. And she had it ever, she's a lawyer. I mean, all this, she's black, so I'm quite sure she's not. Anyway, she had it ever since 2016, and then everybody else was trying to get it, but it was hers. She the one had the LLC. So when 2023 came up, somebody did some slick and refiled it in the same name, but in Delaware. You know, when you do it in Delaware, that's how you get charges. But basically what I'm saying is this. Kristen Russo does not sound like Calvin Boris. Kristen Russo does not sound like Michael Harris. And when you look at it, you can see that what I say, I mean, and I mean what I say, and it's the truth. So, you know, once again, it's crazy, though. You know, like back in the day, if in New York, if the blacks were getting into with the Italians, the mafia, and they wanted their block, and these big old black dudes said, no, you can't take our block. They're not going to send some 5'1", 5'2" Italians to beat up some 6'3", 6'5", 6'7" black motherfuckers, right? What they would do is they would hire some black people to do something to black people, right? So now you have this Roland, and his last name that you know he definitely ain't black. AFGAR.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
ETAD. He on Avenue of the Stars. So he the first one to start doing the Death Row LLCs for the merchandise and some other shit, right? Then also, Matthew let you know he ain't black. So let me spell his last name for you real slow. MARZUCD. Where I'm going with this, Snoop, stop letting these people use you, man. You didn't want to be pushing Death Row when you was on Death Row. That's not neither here nor there. You get these people, they use you motherfuckers to go against a black mother. And we ain't on the racist, because y'all racist against y'all own people. But at the same time, we're going to tell this once and for all. Show not me, and I know the reason. Show everybody, the world, what account, what check that you purchased there from. I don't hear nothing. Still there? Snoop. Somebody. Anybody. I would say the other person, we know he didn't write no check. But anybody there? Snoop? I guess not.
Okay, guys. So again, I wanted to play that full clip because he said so much. And what he was doing is leaking the secrets of the music industry. I don't know if you guys heard it before, but I've heard so many creepy stories, and started off with Michael Jackson by saying Michael Jackson. And I didn't put Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones on there. The thumbnail was just didn't have no more room. But he spoke about Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones by basically saying Quincy Jones had allegedly did some things to Michael Jackson and taught Michael Jackson some things, which he is saying that Michael Jackson allegedly could have repeated that behavior, and that he was also introduced to, drugs and things like that. Now, he mentioned Andre Harrell and Russell Simmons, that they were in a relationship, and also it mentioned Andre Harrell and Diddy, which, he was saying that Andre Harrell pretty much turned Diddy out. He talked about, Puffy and Usher. He talked about Rkelly stated that, he had been touched, and it was a lot. He talked about Chris Stokes. Chris Stokes had been married or been in a marriage for a minute. And then if you guys follow my channel, I had came out and posted a story with regards to Chris Stokes' wife, because now she had pretty much came out and said that, in so many words, she was clearing her conscience that she had known about this for some time, but then she went back to her social media and deleted the post. So again, Suge Knight gets into a lot of intricate details about the music industry, and particular, how these men are getting down, which I thought was a great topic, considering that is what's been going on. I've been posting stuff about that pretty much all day and yesterday, so I thought this was a really, really interesting topic. And you guys have to understand, just because the message is being posted, this is news. So I wouldn't care, pretty much what the news is about. If it's about somebody's sexuality or whatever, this is news. So people, and as Suge Knight stated in his audio, people have the right to do whatever they want. I think the misconception here is, we have a choice, we do what we want, but when you're sneaking and you're doing it looks weird, because if you like women and you're a woman, then you like women. If you're a man and you like men and you're a man, then you like men. But when you're sneaking, that's what looks a little bit creepy, because what are you hiding for? So typically when a person is sneaking, that's because they have not accepted what they are, or they don't like what they're doing. So then what it is then they play two sides. Like, let's be honest, like, you do meet some people, let's say if you're a woman and you're, dating a man, but I think if you found out that your man, or your dude that you're dealing with, like men too, I don't think you would like that. So I think when addressing these issues, the best thing is to be honest. There are some people who may not care about that, but the issue is being honest and doing what you do, but doing it the right way. But in this particular instance, it's a little bit different, because it is stated that Chris Stokes allegedly was messing with minors. It is being stated that Usher was a minor. So this particular situation is very much different than my earlier video. But again, I wanted to talk about this because obviously Suge Knight is talking about it. He was part of the music industry before being locked up. So he had a lot to say with regards to what actually goes on in the music industry. And he is stating that this is something that's been going on for a long time. So this is not new information. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video. I want to know what y'all think. I think this is things that we've heard before. I don't think it's new information. It could be to some, but I have heard these things before. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Okay.